for today. So when I say your name, you can comment present using the chat. Let's begin with Alabo. Ansog. Antonio. Vendano. Bagitan. Bautista. Bidayan. Bio. Bringino. Briones. Clemente. Comandao. Credo. Da Costa. Dizon. Fodulia. Galarpe. Guzman. Ildefonso. Infantado. Malacapo. Manalo. Mangulabnan. Marukot. Mendoza. Aubrey. Mendoza Genjes. Mitra. Ondehar. Muega. Naibe. Nario. Nolasco. Hani Obilio. Kisha Obilio. Ortega. Pagunsan. Painaga. Palermo. Pulangas. Recato. Recorba. Refugio. Revelo. Rivera. Camille. Rivera Robert. Senga. Tiangco. Tolentino. Vasquez. Villalba. And Binluan. Okay, thank you. So before I proceed sa ating pinaka-topic for today, which is your presentation of your output for week number 8, let us just make a quick review. Recall lang natin yung concept so that alam natin, we're refreshed on the topic na ipipresent ng mga classmates ninyo. And so, last week, we discussed yung concept of Martin Heidegger on his perspective on technology, and at the same time, the perspective of technology in a modern, no, in a modern light. So during our discussion, we discussed yung concept ni Martin Heidegger as technology can be, more than just an instrument. It can also be more than just a means to an end. No, it is also a human engagement or a human activity wherein human experience is a vital aspect of technology. And also, technology can be considered as a greatest or a great danger, no? Something that is risky pagdating sa survival ng future ng human being or humankind. So madaming concept yung na-discuss natin last time, yung concept ng mga you call this the concept of enframing, for example, yung concept ng poiesis, di ba? So all this will be discussed today, and using yung art form na inassign ko sa inyo, titingnan natin ngayon kung paano nyo i-elaborate and then i-incorporate yung concept ni Martin Heidegger on technology on the assigned art form sa inyo. So, whose group is ready? So, quick presentation lang naman ito. After natin ma-present lahat, kung meron tayong time na matitira, will be converted into your free time. No? So, you can prepare for the next class ninyo if you are having a next class pa. So, based on the chat, group 5 is ready. Group 1 is also ready. So, we begin with group 5. Mondehar. Tama ba? Who's going to upload yung inyong presentation? Sige. Mondehar. Nasa stage ka ba, Mondehar? Paki-raise nga yung hand mo, Mondehar. Ayan. Sige, Mondehar, you can now upload yung inyong pinaka-presentation sa ating drive dyan sa device mo. Sige, are you still with us, Mondehar? Okay. So, we'll be followed by group 5 first, group 1, followed by group 3. Sige. Mondehar, since you have the crown, you can now upload yung inyong pinaka-presentation. Hanapin mo yung drive icon, yung cloud, and then click that. Pagka na-click mo yung drive icon, click mo yung My Drive, and then may option ka doon, dalawa, to create and to upload. So, click upload, and then ida-direct ka sa mga files mo. I-upload mo yung file na gagamitin natin today. Alright. So, ganito na lang. The rest na lahat ng mag-a-upload, pwede niyong i-upload sa Drive link na kaka-send ko lang today, right now dito sa chat. And so, ilagay dyan lahat ng presentations from groups 1 to 5. So, mabilis, para mabilis yung ating presentation. Ako na yung magpe-present, kayo yung ako yung na-navigate, mag-a-upload, and then para sunod-sunod yung presentation natin. Alright, sige. Alright, so mukhang ready ng group 5. Let us now begin. Group 5, whenever you're ready.
Okay po, sir. Am I audible po, sir?
Yes. And then, bago kayo mag-proceed, kindly state first your names para nare-record ko. Thank you.
So, good morning, everyone. I am Rog Arwin Mega, together with my co-presenter, Desiree Mondehar, Shirley Pagonsan, and Tricia May Dison, and we are from Group 5. Today, we'll be presenting our chosen art form, which is photography and digital arts, and how it reveals the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology. In our topics, we give at least 2 examples for each art form. For our first example, it shows a group of people who are using their phones. For question number 1, what is the piece of art and why do you consider it as a good representative piece of art form designed as to your group? Photography allows us to capture moments. An example of photography that we chose is a group of people who are focusing on their phone. This example represents how technology has become a big part of our modern world. It represents how technology influences humans in the long run and how humans become so independent of technology. For question number 2, how does the art piece reveal the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology? This photograph reveals the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology by showing the downside of relying too much on it. This picture portrays how technology help us to connect with people but also isolate us from the reality. A real life scenario of this is personally, I use social media like Instagram for entertainment and to connect with other people. But since I overused it, I almost forgot how to communicate or how to deal with someone in the real world. We are surrounded by different types of technology. that are really helpful for us, but at the same time, these tools makes us disconnected from the people around us. For our example number 2, we have Desiree to explain it further.
Good morning. For photography number 2, you can clearly see that in the picture, a famous painting by Vincent van Gogh, The Starry Night, taken by Phil Roder in 2014. So, what the question is, what is the piece of art and why do you consider it a good representative of an art form assigned to your group? Which we choose the artwork of Van Gogh, The Starry Night, photographed by Phil Roder in 2014, since you can clearly see how Roder highlight individuals who are seen capturing the artworks. It demonstrates how photography as an art form can be a good representation of modern human behavior and the relationship between art and technology. To proceed in number 2, how does the art piece reveal the face of human person in the midst of science and technology? It reveals the another side of human behavior that despite the progress of science and technology, people still take a moment to admire art with their own naked eyes and understand what the artist felt when they made the art piece. Um, for digital arts, let's proceed to Shirley.
Nandito ba si Pagunsan? Okay, any other member? Mukhang nandito ba si Pagunsan or wala? Ayan, Shirley Pagunsan.
So for sir, for digital arts, yung napili po naming artist no manga anime adaptation of Sky Family. It released in 2022 and created by Japanese manga artist Tatsuya Endo. This anime shows won animation industry at Tokyo Anime Award Festival. So this adaptation, sir, is about a spy family, big family for a mission, not knowing his wife is an assassin and their daughter can read minds. They try to live normally, like normally, katulad ng ibang pamilya, while tinatago nila yung identity nila. So we choose this as an example of digital arts because it combines traditional hand-drawn sketches with advanced digital tools and AIs. This tool allow for detailed character expressions, smooth animation, and rich backgrounds, maintaining a unique art style while pushing the creative boundaries of modern anime production. So for our number 2, sir, how does the art piece reveal the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology? So for our first answer is shows that creativity and emotion remain at the heart of digital arts. Ibig sabihin lang po niyan is kahit gumamit ng mga advanced technology yung isang yung isang artist sa paggawa, galing pa rin yung imagination and feelings ng nung sa artist yung arts. So for example, yung emotions ng bawat character ng anime, um, Sa bawat sinong may mga kakayahan lamang gumawa nun is yung artist itself. So for number 2, our second answer is highlights that human artistry is the foundation even with technologies. Kahit gaano ka-advance yung mga ginamit nilang tools, nagsisimula pa rin yung proseso sa skills ng artist, like yung sketching, yung planning ng scenes, and yung designing characters. Bali yung technology po is dagdag na lang siya sa foundation para mabuo yung arts mismo. For number 3 is technology serves as an aid, not a replacement. Yung isa lang to sa mga tumutulong para mas mapakita or mas visualize yung ideya or yung gustong ipakita ng artist, and para rin mas mapabilis yung mga paggawa nila. 4 is blends digital tools with human creativity, showing innovation and humanity. The combination of traditional hand drawing with digital effects allow for richer colors, smoother motion, and more vivid storytelling. Pinapakita ang yung mga innovation ng mga tools natin or AIs na yung effectiveness nila sa paggawa kapag gumagawa yung artist. Then lastly is art lies not in the machine but in the humans who create and use it. Yung value ng art is hindi siya dumidepende sa software mismo, kundi dun sa taong gumagawa nito. Yung vision and yung passion ng mga ng artist. Siya yung mismong nagbibigay ng meaning or buhay sa mga artwork niya. Yun lang po, sir. For last is si May po.
Good morning po. For our second example, we have here the fractal digital artwork. Sorry po. What is the piece of art and why do you consider it a good representative piece of the art form assigned to your group? Fractal digital artwork is a type of visual art produced by applying mathematical principles to create infinitely detailed self-repeating patterns. Fractal refers to a pattern in geometry built from repeated shapes that continuously grows in size. Artist uses fractal generating software to transform mathematical calculations into unique images, animations, and other media. It mimics natural patterns like shells and galaxies, reflecting both disorder and harmony, and is usually presented by vivid colors. In the current digital era, the artwork shows how science and technology empower human creativity by transforming art into a fusion of imagination, mathematics, and resourcefulness. Number 2. How does the art piece reveal the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology? Through this artwork, human intelligence and emotions were presented through the spiral and vivid colors. This is fire. Oh shit. Ay, sorry po. Okay. Spiral serves as a reminder that technology comes from human intellect and were developed because of human curiosity and drive for development. With that in mind, science should complement humanity rather than takes its place. Art and science together exhibit the endless possibilities of human artistic intellect and the search for beauty and understanding, as demonstrated by the artwork, which embodies the integration of creativity and technology. That's all po.
All right. So thank you very much, group number 5. Is there anything you want to add before we proceed to the next group? None. By the way, Dizo, narinig ko yun, ah. All right. So let's proceed to group number.
Sorry po.
I think it's that's okay. So group number 1, ready? Who's going to present? All right, so group one, who's going to present? Naive, okay. For a while lang, ha?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Faith Naive together with Pauline Ildefonso and Romel Vasquez from Group 1, and the topic for today is revealing the human person through art in technological world, and the art assigned to us is sculpture and painting. So the sculpture we chose is Can Help Myself by Sun Yuan and Peng Yu. Next po. So, what is the piece of art? So, this kinetic sculpture is called Can Help Myself by Chinese artists Sun Yuan and Peng Yu. So, this artwork shows an industrial robot made of stainless steel and rubber locked inside a glass box, like it's both on display and trapped. The robot's arm is programmed to do only one thing. It is to keep its hydraulic fluid from straying too far. It uses its sweeper arm and calculated dance-like movement to drag the liquid back. So, despite its constant effort, the robot never succeeds in fully cleaning or containing the mess. It only made the mess worse by smudging on the floor, walls, and even itself. So, in the end, it just stuck repeating the same task over and over. No escape, no rest, and no real purpose beyond survival. Why do you consider it as a good representative piece? So, the robot's endless duty to control its liquid mirrors society's traps and loops. Like the robot, we Filipinos are stuck in a repetitive cycle of working, paying bills, corruption, and struggling to survive without real progress or freedom. The more it works, the worse the mess gets, just as corruption keeps drowning the nation. So, this sculpture is a good metaphor for what is currently happening in our country about systemic corruption, where greed and abuse of power are deeply rooted within the system. This is relevant especially today, where despite new laws, investigations, and promises of transparency, corruption remains deeply embedded in various levels of government. Number three, it shows how life can feel programmed and exhausting, where true freedom is missing. The robot's movement is programmed and repetitive. This mirrors our life where we live on a strict routine like waking up, going to school or to work, paying bills, and going home. The same cycle all over again. The artwork reminds us that while technology and systems are meant to serve humans, people themselves can end up becoming like machines, working endlessly but never truly living. Number four, a strong symbol of how people are reduced to functions under broken system. Instead of being valued for their humanity, people are often judged by how much they can serve or contribute. Let's proceed to the next reporter, Romel Vasquez.
Is Romel around?
Hello po, audible?
Yes, you are.
Next slide po, sir. So, how does the art piece reveal the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology? So, this artwork really shows us what it means to struggle in a world shaped by technology. Just like the robot, people also get trapped in systems that feel endless. But the difference is, unlike the robot, we actually feel. We have hope, we get hurt, and we long for dignity. Heidegger explained that technology sometimes reduces humans into just functions, but art has the power to reveal deeper truths. That's why watching this robot feels uncomfortable. It reminds us that we are not machines. In the end, the piece reveals the human's face as fragile but also resilient, still reaching for freedom and meaning even when the world around us feels controlled by system. Next po.
Please continue.
Hello po. Nawala po ata ako.
Sige. Start na ulit, Vasquez.
Hello po, audible po.
Yes. Nawawala ng kaunti.
Sorry sir, no. Okay. Let's proceed to the next reporter po.
Okay. Sa next presenter, paki-raise ng hand. Okay, go ahead, Ildefonso.
Am I audible na po?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay po, thank you po. So let us proceed to the painting. So we chose the artwork, The Girl with Balloon by Banksy. Next slide po. Number one question, what is the piece of art? So it is first seen on a London wall in 2002. It's a stencil graffiti showing a young girl in black and white reaching for a bright red heart-shaped balloon. The contrast makes the balloon stand out, almost as if it's drifting away. Simple lines and flat shapes gives the piece its minimal style, yet the emotion is powerful, symbolizing hope, love, innocence, and the feeling of losing something precious. Next question, 1.2. Why do you consider it as a good representative piece? So Banky's Girl with Balloon may look simple, but that's what makes it powerful. A young girl reaches for a red balloon, the only colored part, symbolizing hope, love, and new beginnings. It shows both the pain of losing something and the chance to let go and start fresh. The red balloon, the only part with color, becomes the symbol of hope, love, and new beginnings, things we all long for, but often feel just out of reach. Banksy himself often ties his art to hope, not only about losing something, but also about possibility of letting go and starting again. That's why this image feels so universal. For us Filipinos, it speaks even louder. The balloon can feel like our dreams and opportunities, but many of us face poverty, corruption, or disinformation that make those dreams harder to hold on to. Next question po.
Hello po, audible po.
Yes, continue.
Thank you po. So again, how does the art piece reveal the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology? So when you look at Banksy's Girl with Balloon po, just like the painting po na pinakita earlier, you can see how it shows the human side of life even in a world full of technology and constant change. The girl reaching for that red balloon reveals our hope and innocence, reminding us that even as the world moves faster and machines do more of the work, humans still long for real connection, love, and meaning. The balloon represents our dreams and dignity, which can feel like they're slipping away, especially today, when technology and social media can isolate us, distort the reality, or make hope feel distant. It reflects Heidegger's idea that technology can both challenge and reveal our essence, showing that even amid a tech-driven society, human emotions and longing human emotions and longing for remain central. That's all po. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, group one. Anything you wanna add? All right, so let's proceed to the next group. We have group number 3. All right, so for a while, tingnan ko lang. Alright, so for group 3 right now, I'm having a network error. Sino, sino may hawak ng file? Tiangco? Alright, sige, Tiangco. Paki-raise nga ng hand, Tiangco. Sige, katulad ng ginawa ng group 5 kanina, since you have now the authority in Crown, kasi it's network error, pero let's see. Sa pakihanap ng drive icon and then let's start. Upload and then present.
Sir, kita na po ba?
I don't know, is it just me sa screen ko, network error? How about the others? Okay, sige. Change lang ako ng network. Alright, so ganito na lang. You can present. Titingnan ko na lang yung slide or yung PDF file nyo sa Google. And so, para continuous pa rin yung ating discussion. So, you will be presenting Naive, am I correct? Tiangco, I'm sorry.
Sir po.
Sige. Ito yung Heidegger's concept in cinema and theater. Tama?
Yes po.
Okay. Sige, continue. Okay, Guzman. Okay, you can turn on your mics.
So, rinig po ako.
Yes.
Thank you po. Okay.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. We are Group B, and today we'll be discussing the connection between Heidegger's philosophy and the art forms of cinema and theater with Rainer Guzman and John Michael Marukov. We'll explain how these arts reveal the human person in the midst of science and technology through Heidegger's concept. In framing, standing reserve, and alithea or in Tagalog, sa presentasyon po na ito, ipapakita namin kung paano ginagamit ng art forms na ito ang technology at kung paano rin nailantad ang tunay na mukha ng tao sa gitna ng makabagong panahon. Next slide, Jello. In Heidegger's background, a German philosopher known for his reflections on technology and human existence, believed that technology is not just tools, but a way of understanding and shaping reality. Warned that humans might become resources in a technological world, or in other words, Si Martin Heidegger po ay isang German philosopher na tumututok sa tanong, paano nga ba binabago ng teknolohiya ang pagkatao natin? Para sa kanya, hindi lang basta gamit ng technology, isa itong paraan ng pagtingin at pamumuhay. Pero binalaan din niya tayo kapag masyado tayong naging dependent, baka tignan na lang natin ang isa't isa bilang tools or resources. Next slide po. Heidegger's concept and framing. Technology organizes and controls our world, making us see everything based on usefulness or control. Standing reserve. When humans or nature are treated as resources or tools. Aletheia or unconcealment. Real truth appears when we go beyond control, when something meaningful is revealed. Next slide. Applied to art. Art for Heidegger is one of ways to reveal truth. Cinema and theaters both use technology but in different ways. Now we will be proceeding to Guzman Reiner.
Next, the first one is The Truman Show. Next slide, please. The Truman Show is directed by Peter Weir. The story is about Truman Burbank's life is secretly broadcast as TV show. Everyone around him is an actor and his world is fully controlled. Sa movie na po na ito is yung Truman Show na ipinalabas noong 1998 is directed by Peter Weir. Yung kwento po nito ay umiikot kay Truman Burbank, isang ordinaryong lalaki na hindi alam na ang buong buhay niya ay isang palabas lang sa television. Lahat ng tao sa paligid niya, pamilya, kaibigan, kapitbahay, ay mga artista. Buong mundo niya ay isang malaking set at bawat galaw niya ay minomonitor ng mga kamera. Pinapakita dito kung gaano kalawak ang kapangyarihan ng teknolohiya sa paghulma ng realidad ng isang tao. Next slide, please. For Heidegger's concepts in The Truman Show, we have the standing reserve, enframing, and aletheia. The enframing is Truman's entire world is organized and controlled by technology. For the standing reserve, we have Truman is treated as a product, a source of entertainment and profit. For the aletheia, when Truman starts seeking truth, he breaks free and discovers his real self. Sa pelikulang ito, makikita natin ang tatlong konsepto ni Heidegger. Una, enframing, because kontrolado ng mga producer lahat ng aspects ng buhay ni Truman. Na parang ang mundo niya ay nakaahon sa isang artificial na realidad. For the standing reserve, ginagamit naman si Truman bilang product ng isang entertainment. Hindi na siya nakikita bilang isang tao, kundi parang paraan para kumita o magpasaya ng iba. At for the last one, for the aletheia, nang maramdaman ni Truman na may mali sa paligid niya, nagsimula siyang magtanong at maghanap ng katotohanan. Yung moment na pinilit niyang umalis sa fake na mundo. Yun ang aletheia kasi doon niya nakita ang totoong kalayahan at katotohanan. Next slide, please. For the role of cinema and revealing, cinema uses technology to show both illusion and truth. The Truman Shows represent how technology can control but also how humans can resist. Reveals human desire for authenticity and freedom. Ang The Truman Show ay nagpakita ng two things. Una is yung peligro ng technology kasi kaya nitong kontrolin ang pananaw at buhay ng tao. Pero pangalawa, pinapakita rin ito ang kakayahan ng tao na lumaban at magdesisyon para sa sarili. Si Truman ay simbolo ng bawat isa sa atin na minsan ay nabubuhay sa system ng social media. Mga expectations o mga program na realidad, pero sa dulo pinipili pa rin nating hanapin ang katotohanan. Yun ang ganda ng cinema bilang art. Ginagamit ang technology para ipakita ang ilusyon para sa loob nito. Natutuklasan natin ang katotohanan. For the next reporter is John Michael Marukot.
Audible po ba, sir?
Yes, you are.
Next is the theater is Les Miserables. It is a set in 19th century France during the Revolution. Um, Panahon ng Revolution, at umikot sa buhay ni John Valjean, isang dating preso na gustong magbagong buhay pero patuloy na hinuhusgahan ng lipunan. Um, Themes is injustice, poverty, hope, and freedom. The story ay puno ng paikibaka, hustisya at pag-asa at nagpapakita ng tunay ng damdamin ng tao that even with our technology, human emotions and connections will never disappear. Next slide. We can also see the ideas of Heidegger. First is the art as a revealing. The play uncovers the truth about human dignity and suffering. First is dahil ipinapakita ng play ang katotohanan behind the poverty, love, and people's struggles. Next is the standing reserve. John Valjean was treated like an object, a number, not a person. Um, Yun. John Valjean is treated by society like just a prisoner or a number, hindi bilang someone who can change and grow. Next is the Aletheia. Through performance, truth about injustice, mercy, love is revealed. Um, every song and emotion that actors express, the true meaning of compassion, love, and freedom is revealed. Uh, um, this helps us understand how the story goes beyond not just entertainment, it shows the deeper truths about life and being. Next slide. Theater's role. For the theater's role, theater shows human truth, live emotion, voices, and connections. Uses light and sound, but humans remain central. Reminds us that real connection cannot be replaced by machines. Ang kagandahan po ng theater, ito po ay live. Mararamdaman mo talaga ang emotions ng actors because the actors are right on the stage and nagre-create po siya ng real connection between them and the audience. It is something po na no machines or digital screen can replace because feelings come straight from the actors or moment. Yan. Next po. Next slide. And for the conclusion part is cinema, the Truman Shows, warns about how technology can control human life. Theaters, Les Miserables, show how art reveals truth and preserve human dignity. The Truman Show warned us about the danger of being trapped by the technology, kung paano tayo pwedeng makulong sa mga sistemang tayo rin po ang gumawa. While the Les Miserables reminds us that human truth and connection still matter most. Nagsisilbing paalala na kahit sa gitna ng makabagong mundo po, nariyan pa rin yung tunay na pagkatao at damdamin ng tao. And next slide. Yan. According to Heidegger teaches us that technology can shape our world, but an art reminds us to seek truth, freedom, and humanity. Heidegger teaches us technology shouldn't be what defines who we are as a people. It's easy to caught up thinking technology is just about gadgets and machines, but really it's about a way of seeing and relating to the world. Sometimes technology makes us forget the important deeper part of our life, which is the emotions and relationship and the meaning of being a human. But if we use the technology the right way po, it can actually help us uncover and reveal those deeper truths. Art, like movies po and theater, is a great example po of this because it shows us the real feelings and experience that connects us to others. Heidegger reminds us that at the core, people and our shared humanity are what truly matters po, not the technology itself. Yun lang po. Thank you po. That's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you, group number 3. We now proceed sa next group natin. This will be group number 4, I believe. All right, let's begin. Okay, who's going to start? All right, Daryl, let's proceed. Okay, let's begin. Any available members of group number 4?
Hello po, sir. Hello po.
Yes, Sir Fujio. Start.
Hello po. Ah, Heidegger, for Heidegger, next slide po. Heidegger's key idea. Next po. Technology as a way of revealing. Technology uncovers truth about humanity and society. It shows how humans express, connect, and create in a modern life. Next ano na po, JB po.
Who's next?
So dinig na po.
Yes.
Example of an art form that reveals human person in the midst of rapid scientific and technological process. Next po. Music and next din po ulit. Music and dance. Music and dance are powerful forms of human expressions that combine rhythm, movements, and emotions. With the help of technology, these art forms continue to evolve, enhanced by digital tools, sounds like editing, lighting, effects, and online platforms. A modern example is TikTok, where music, dance, and technology comes together to allow people to express creativity, connect with others, and shape global trends. This shows how these forms of art technology work hand in hand to keep culture alive and dynamic in the digital age. In our daily lives, we always use technology. Now we're currently in modern times. We use TikTok in order to express ourselves in forms of music and dance. In ancient times, dance and music was used in more on ceremonial or ritual, but now we use TikTok as our platform in order to express ourselves. I'm done na po, sir. Next presenter na po.
Next.
Next reporter po, sir, si Ashley Kian.
Alright, pa-raise na lang ng hand.
Narinig po ako, sir.
Yes.
Okay po. For the question, why music and dance considered a good representative piece of the art form? Next page, please. Music and dance naturally expresses human emotions, creativity, and communication through rhythm, sounds, and movement. Like, for example, like TikTok dances and etc. Next page, please. Platforms like TikTok allows people to share performance while globally showing how technology helps preserve and expanding artistic expression instead of replacing it. That's all, sir. Next presenter po.
Hello, rinig po ba ako, sir?
Yes.
Page po. Next po. How does the art piece reveal the face of the human person in the midst of science and technology? Next po. Music and dance reveal the human person by showing our ability to feel, create, and connect through art, moves, and words, even in a highly technological world. Next po. Music and dance become a way of revealing humanity. They show that behind every sound and movement is a person expressing meaning and life. So, ang meaning po is, yung music and dance po is like, paraan po siya para mas mapakita yung emotions, ma-express po yung emotions ng bawat tao when it comes to dancing po. Kasi sa bawat galaw po nila is, mas napapahayag po nila yung mga yung wait lang po. And mas napapahayag po nila kung ano sila, kung sino po sila. And sa puno ng technology po is hindi mawawala yung halaga po ng music and dance. Mas nagbibigay po ng tunay na kahulugan sa music po yung tao mismo sa kanyang puso nila and feelings po. And yun lang po. Ay, meron pa pala. Sorry po, eto po. Music and dance remind us that even in the digital age, human expression remains at the heart of every technological creation. Technology may shape how we perform, but it's the human spirit that gives art its true meaning. So, ayun lamang po yung report namin. Thank you po.
All right, thanks. Number 4, group number 4. Now, the last group to present is, I believe, group number 2. So, who's going to present for group number 2? Right, for a moment, well, it's already uploading yung sa group number 2. All right, let's begin. Who's going to start?
Rinig po ako, sir.
Yes.
So, good morning, everyone. We are the Group 2, and I'm Hani Obilio. And for our topic, we'll be talking about ways of revealing, focusing on architecture and literature. Also, we will be talking about ways of revealing based on the philosophy of Martin Heidegger. Next slide po. Thank you po. So first, what does ways of revealing mean? So the term way of revealing actually comes from Martin Heidegger's philosophy. So ang sabi ni Heidegger na ang technology and art daw are not just tools, like hindi lang sila basta gamit or instrument. They are means of revealing truth or what he calls aletheia, which means uncovering or bringing something into the light. So in simple terms, kapag daw ang tao ay lumilikha o gumagawa ng isang bagay, tulad ng building, artwork, or invention, is nakaka-discover daw tayo ng mga katotohanan about the world and about ourselves. Through creation daw, we reveal how we think, what we value, and how we see the world. So now, how can art and technology coexist to serve as a way of revealing human understanding? So actually, both art and technology are forms of revealing. They might look different pero pareho silang nagpapakita ng human creativity and intelligence. So yung art reveals through creativity and expression. It shows our emotions, culture, imagination, and identity. So halimbawa, through paintings, architecture, and music, we can understand how people of a certain time or place think and feel. So sa technology naman, um, reveals through function and innovation. It shows how humans adapt and progress to make life easier and more efficient. So, for example, from simple tools to modern gadgets, technology reflects our desire to improve and understand the world better. So, in short, art shows art shows the heart of humanity, while the technology naman shows the mind of humanity. And when combined, they help us see truth and meaning in the world around us. This is what Heidegger calls the way of revealing. So overall, ways of revealing remind us that everything we create, from paintings to buildings to new inventions, tells a story about us. Each creation reveals truth, meaning, and understanding. So the next reporters, um, Kisha Obilio and Galarpe Megan. Thank you po.
Good morning po. Today, I'll be talking about architecture as a way of revealing what we can learn from it. Architecture is both an art and a science, meaning it's not just about building houses or big structures, but it's also about design, structure, and creativity. Architecture combines imagination and technical skill to create something both useful and beautiful. Architecture also reveals human culture, identity, and innovation. Through the spaces we create, like homes, schools, or monuments, we show who we are as a society. For example po, old churches show our faith and religion, while modern buildings naman po show progress and technology. Each structure actually tells a story about its time, society, and values. The way people design buildings depends on their needs, beliefs, and the resources available during that period. Next slide po. Now let's talk about how architecture reveals. Architecture reveals meaning through form and function. For example, temples and churches show the importance of religion, while skyscrapers represent progress and development. Each design show what people find meaningful, whether it's faith, growth, or connection with nature. The materials, design, and technology used in construction also reflect the level of human advancement. Dati po, buildings were made of stones and wood, but now we use glass, steel, and even smart technology. That shows how much we've evolved. Lastly po, architecture is where art meets engineering. It balances aesthetic and functionality, so buildings are not only beautiful but also serve a purpose. So, sa madaling salita po, architecture is more than just buildings. It's is a mirror of human life. It tells us where we came from, what we value, and how we continue to change and innovate through time. So for the next presenter po, we have Miss Galarpe to discuss the example of architecture po. Thank you po.
Right, before we proceed, I will just remind about the time. No? So if you can make your thoughts and ideas brief yet concise, it's gonna be appreciated. So let's proceed kay Galarpe. Raise your hand, Galarpe.
Okay na po.
Yes.
So, yung Greek temple po, isa po to sa mga ancient architecture, which embodies the ancient ideal of harmony between human and divine. Its design emphasizes symmetry, proportion, and beauty. Ito po yung nag-reflect sa Greek pursuit of perfection and balance. Ang isa sa mga example dito ay structures like Parthenon in Athens, which dedicated po sa Athena. Ito po ay nagsisimbolo ng faith, order, and human devotion, revealing how architecture express spiritual beliefs and the ancient understanding of the cosmos. The second example po is the Newcastle Gateshead Millennium Bridge. It is a blend of modern engineering and aesthetic architecture, utilizing advanced technology. The bridge tilts to allow ships to pass, combining functionality and beauty. It symbolizes po yung connection, progress, and even collaboration between art and the science, revealing how modern architectures aim to connect people and spaces through technological design. For the next slide po, dito po we have the additional example, which is the Le Corbusier's cabanon. Ito po yung mga minimal or mga simpleng design that reflects the relationship between human comfort and nature. Lastly, we have the rustic hut, the philosophical origin of architecture. It symbolizes shelter and humanity's bond with the natural world. And that's it po for the part of architecture. We can now proceed po for the next topic, which is the literature.
For the literature, so what is literature? Literature is the art of written or spoken expression that uses language creatively to communicate ideas, emotions, experiences, and truth about human life, such as poetry, fiction, drama, and essay. How does literature serve as a way of revealing human emotions, values, and our evolving relationship with technology? When a writer uses language to explore a profound emotion, a chaotic thought, or a distinct culture, they are performing a fundamental act of poiesis. They are not merely representing reality, they are bringing reality out of concealment. Literature, then, is an essential tool for Aletheia. It is one of the last most powerful ways we have to let the human world reveal it in its depth rather than reducing it to the technological calculation of modern and framing. So, for Heidegger, literature's use of language is not a mere tool for conveying pre existing emotions or cultural facts. Instead, it is the very event where a world is unconcealed, allowing emotion, thought, and culture to first emerge and become meaningful. Language, in its essential form as a poetry, is a projective speech that gathers a historical people's understanding of being, grounding their way of feeling, thinking, and dwelling in the world. Thus, literature does not simply report on the human condition, but fundamentally establishes and preserves it, revealing the profound context in which a culture's specific emotions and thoughts become possible. Next slide po. So here are some examples of literature. First, we have poem. So a poem, by using concentrated, non-calculative language, unconceals the deeper essence of things such as emotion, nature, divinity that are obscured by everyday utilitarian language. So, for Heidegger, a poem is a special kind of speech that doesn't just describe the world but actually reveals it. It uncovers the deeper meaning and truth of things like the feeling of home, the mystery of nature, or what it means to exist that we normally overlook. By doing this, a poem creates a world for us to live in that is more profound and authentic than our everyday reality. So, an example of a poem is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. So, this poem
describes a person standing in a forest, choosing between two paths that look equally worn. The speaker thinks about his choice for a long time and finally picks the one that seems slightly less traveled. He then says that this choice has made all the difference. While it sounds like a celebration of being an individual and taking the unique path, the poem is more complex. The two roads are actually described as being about the same, meaning the choice are not so clear. And the real message is about how we tell the story of our lives. We look back on our decisions and often give them more meaning, believing that they defined us, even when the choices was not so obvious at the time. And it's poem about memory, fate, and the stories we tell ourselves to make sense of our journey. So next reporter po, Miss Kayaza Villalba.
So, hello po. Am I audible po?
Yes.
Ay, sir, pabalik po sa kabila po. Kabilang slides po. Ayan. So, we have here the novel. So, a novel is more than just a story. It's a detailed, realistic portrait of life. Unlike myths or fairy tales, which deals in symbols and heroes, the novel focuses on real people who face real emotion, real decisions, and real consequences. So we have here the example of novels, which is the Dostoevsky novels. His work is characterized by intense psychological depth and moral crisis. It's a revelation of authentic human existence. So the way of revealing Dostoevsky's use of dialogue and internal monologue does not simply narrate a plot. It is the arena where truth emerges in a struggle between competing worldviews and values, forcing the reader to confront the unconcealed, complex truth of a human soul. So, in conclusion, novel is not merely a story, it's a mirror of human life reflecting our joys, our struggles, and our search for meaning. So, next slide po, sir. So, next is Shakespeare's plays or theater. So, William Shakespeare, often called the Baron of Avon, was an English playwright, poet, and actor, and he lived during the Renaissance period. So, his plays have been performed for over 400 years and are still studied and loved today. So, Shakespeare's plays were first performed in the Globe Theatre in London. So, interestingly, in Shakespeare's time, women were not allowed to act, so young boys played female roles. Shakespeare wrote around 37 plays, and they usually divided into three main categories: tragedies, comedies, and histories. So, what makes Shakespeare plays so special are their universal themes: love, jealousy, power, ambition, revenge, and fate. So, to wrap it up, Shakespeare's plays are not just old scripts, they are living stories that continue to shape theater, movies, and even modern language. So, novels and Shakespeare's both revealed the human experience, one through the inner world of thought and emotion, the other through the living drama of action and speech. So, together, they show us what it means to be human. So, for the summary of our report, it will be explained by Ortega Cristel.
Am I audible po?
Yes, please.
So now, if we look back on everything my group mates discussed, we can see that the way of revealing isn't just about showing something visually. Sabi nga ni Heidegger, it's about bringing something hidden into the light. Ang paglalantad ng katotohanan na dati ay hindi natin agad nakikita. With architecture, we reveal how people think, believe, and live during a certain time. It's not just about buildings, it's about meaning. Like the Greek temple, it shows their belief in balance, beauty, and the divine. And the Millennium Bridge, it's a symbol of progress and connection, combining technology and design. Sa literature naman, we uncover what's inside the human heart and mind, emotions, struggles, and even dreams. Dostoevsky's novels don't just tell stories, they force us to face guilt, fate, and conscience. The Shakespeare's plays naman po, it's timeless because they talk about love, power, betrayal, mga bagay na hanggang ngayon relevant pa rin sa buhay natin. So whether through spaces or stories,
art becomes a mirror. It helps us see not just the world, but ourselves. So, at the end of the day, both art and technology are more than just tools. They are ways of revealing truth, of expressing something deeper about who we are. Architecture shows what we value in space, design, and purpose. It tells the world how we live, what we believe, and what kind of future we imagine. So, for the literature, it reveals the inner world of emotions, struggles, and dreams. It gives voice to thoughts we can't always say out loud and truths we sometimes try to hide. So, as a group, we believe that the most powerful creations, whether in art or in science, are the ones that are honest, raw, and human. So, that's all for presentation of Group 2. May we all choose to reveal something real po. Thank you po.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ortega. Thank you for everyone's opinion and yung research and highlights ng topics ninyo when it comes to your assigned form of art. So not gonna take you long enough, no, any longer. So thank you for joining us, and then I'll see you next time during our on-site. Sige. Bye to B.